Welcome back to On the Line, a podcast where we talk all about wrestling. We're your hosts, Gigi Rivas
and Candice Bro,
and today we're here with Keeghan Clouse. We're just going to be asking you a couple questions.
So, why do you like wrestling? Like, what is your reason for wrestling?
My reason for wrestling is it's kind of something that's been instilled in me since I was a young age. I like that it's an independent sport, and what you accomplish is directly a reflection of you compared to like a team sport. And I would say it's just been my thing growing up, and I really enjoy it. I really love it, and I enjoy competing.
So you started from a young age, like first grade, maybe?
Younger than that.
Oh, wow.
What are your goals for this season?
My goals for this season is to win a state title, definitely go to state, and just compete to my best potential.
How do you think the boys team is looking with the new coach this year?
I think the boys team is looking great. I'm enjoying the practices. I think they have more of a purpose, and I have a personal relationship with our coach, and he's a great guy, and he's always taking care of me, and I appreciate that out of him, and I think it definitely reflects on our entire team.
So would you say that practices have gotten harder since last year or easier?
I would say harder, but it's definitely a good thing more than it's a bad thing because, like I said, it has a purpose.
Yeah, definitely. Like, they don't have you sprinting for no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the best sport there is, or like do you have a higher level?
100%. 100%. It doesn't get any better than wrestling.
When you're warming up, do you have a specific warm up you do, like a song that gets you hyped up?
For somewhat, I like to pray before my matches, and then along with praying, I like to think about what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna score, how I'm gonna get to my attacks, and just flowing, just doing my thing.
Back to that best sport question. Why do you think it is the best sport?
Because back to that question earlier, it's just independent. Everything that you accomplish reflects on your own self, and I don't think in any other sport it's anything like that.
Yeah, it's also kind of weird because, like, even though it's independent, like, you have a special bond with your team.
Right, yeah. And you don't get that in any other sport either.
Yeah, definitely not. Do you think it's the hardest, or what sport could be harder in your opinion?
Wrestling is 100% the hardest sport. Everything that goes into it, the mental. Everyone thinks that the physical is the hardest part, but in my opinion, it's 100% the mental aspect of the sport and competing and not having self-doubt, which seems black and white, but when you're out there doing it, it kind of overwhelms you sometimes, but you just have to learn to block out the noise and just do you.
Yeah, definitely. It gets hard. It's like not even, yes, a little bit is the physical part, but mental is definitely like 75%
right.
of it. Yeah.
I'd say it's more. I'd say it's 90.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you have a favorite match of all time, like when you won or you did really well in?
I wouldn't say I have a favorite match because I really enjoy wrestling, and I really enjoy competing, and as long as you're putting one foot in front of the other and doing what you love, I think that's probably the best thing one could do.
So is there a wrestler that you look up to, or a wrestler that made you start wrestling?
I would say a wrestler didn't make me start wrestling, but I would say a wrestler that I look up to is David Carr. The way he yes, he's good at wrestling, but he also preaches religion. He preaches Christ and how that ties into his life and ties into his wrestling. I really like the things that he's doing and the content that he produces.
Do you have any advice for young wrestlers just starting out?
Yes, I would say you can accomplish whatever you want as long as you day in and day out do the right things and you're disciplined and you really put yourself out there and do the things that you know that you should be doing.
You wrestle off season, correct?
Correct.
Did you go to Fargo?
I did go to Fargo, yeah.
How'd you do there?
I did good. Unfortunately, lost blood rounds. Tough match, but I wrestled great the entire tournament for the most part, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to go back this year again because that loss really stings, and I hate losing. I hate losing. Just back to that other question, your favorite match? All my matches are my favorite matches. I hate losing so much. It just motivates me.
How has your year been going?
My year's been going great. Besides, I got injured the 23rd at the prep tournament, and I haven't been wrestling for a few weeks, so that stinks, but it is what it is. Just keep doing the right things and trust in God's plan and just have faith.
Would you say you're meeting your goals this year?
So far, I would say absolutely not, because I am disappointed in myself, but I know from reflecting from not wrestling, I think it's the best thing that could have happened to me, and I know that it's for a purpose, and I'm looking forward to getting back on the mat and wrestling again.
Is that a part of that mental aspect?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know how long you will be out with your injury, or?
He told me, I got my MRI last Friday. He told me 2 weeks is what he told me. But I have my doctor's visit coming up, so we'll see what he says. But I would like to put a shoulder brace on and go out there and compete. I don't really want to wait any longer.
Yeah, I understand.
I would say, I definitely, if you're out because it hurts really bad, but if you want to wrestle, I feel like you should ultimately have that choice.
Yeah, 100%.
How's Carney looking? Are you excited to duel them on Thursday?
I would be excited if I was wrestling, but unfortunately I'm not, so I'm just looking forward to watching my buddies and my friends compete and do their best.
Have you ever had to cut weight?
I have, yes.
What's the most amount you've had to cut?
I would say the most I've ever had to cut is probably around 12 pounds, 12 pounds-ish.
In how much time?
That's descending. Last year, I was probably 162, and obviously I wrestled 150, but I just descent down and maintained 50. But I'd say in a short span of time, the most I've had to cut is probably 8 pounds.
Wow.
But it was off season, obviously, so you have day before weigh-in, so you have time to recover, so it's not as hard as on your body. Now, if it was high school, I would never do that because you're going to have no energy the second you make weight in the morning.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't really know.
Yeah, me neither.
Is there a certain person who pushed you towards wrestling? Like I know some people look up to high schoolers or
Right.
people like your buddies who started wrestling with you when you were younger.
Right.
Is there anybody who competes with you that pushes you along there?
I'll give a shout out to my teammate, Carter Still. I wrestled him all the time growing up, and every time it was a good match, every time it was a close match, and I just wanna thank him for making me a better wrestler. And it was always competitive, and it was always a great match, like I said, and I'm just thankful for that because I believe it enhanced my abilities, and I'm just thankful for that.
What's your favorite takedown?
Favorite takedown is a knee pull single leg to the left side, little misdirection.
So from there, do you have a favorite pinning combination?
I like to score points, so I don't pin a lot of people. I'd rather score points. But I'd say my favorite pin is probably a good cradle, good head in the whole cradle.
How do you like to set up that favorite takedown?
Usually working from space, creating angles, posting on the head, throwing fakes, and I'll fake to the right leg and I'll hit him with a hard club, and then as soon as he reaches back up, I'll just shoot. I'll shoot right under his arm.
You made it to state last year, right?
Right.
How'd you do there?
In a lot of people's eyes, you'd say I did good as a freshman. But in my eyes, I'm really disappointed in myself. And I think I could have done much better than I did. And I left it all out there, but came short. Con semis, 4 seconds. All I had to do was just not get taken down on the edge of the mat. Controversial call I don't agree with. I don't think it was a takedown, and many people would agree with me, but it is what it is. I'm not one to object that because the past is the past, but reflecting on that, it won't ever happen again.
Yeah. Actually, last week at Norm Manstead, Rob got what's it called? Unsportsmanlike conduct.
No, he did.
He was
'Cause
sitting in my
like,
corner, and then they were all upset about what he was saying, and it wasn't even anything
He was like,
bad.
just let the officials officiate, and then he was like, you're done. He was like, we're taking a point off. And Matt comes up and he was like, you need to grow some thicker skin. And the ref was like, do you want another one? And then they gave us another one for calling Kindy Moana because that's what we call her.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
The refs are just, it depends on the ref. but
Honestly,
some of
that's
them
another
are-
thing. Most
yeah.
refs in this state are completely biased towards North Platte, and I don't know what our program has done in the past, but I've noticed that too. Even while I'm wrestling, when my teammates are
Yeah.
wrestling, they're so biased, and they'll always give the call to the other guy. I don't care if it's a stall
Yeah.
call. I don't care if it's a takedown. I don't care if it's back points, but that's just something we have to live with, I guess. And Rob's a good dude.
Yeah.
But I don't understand that at all.
Rob's very professional, I would
Yeah,
say.
I agree. I love Rob.
Like he loves to yell, but it's nothing bad.
100%.
Yeah.
I love having him in my corner.
Everyone,
You can definitely hear him.
yeah,
Oh yes,
definitely, especially through that headgear. Like
Yeah,
usually you can't hear
100%.
anyone.
Exactly
It's like,
that too. Yeah, for
It's
sure.
terrible.
You hear Rob.
Yeah, everyone hates North Platte. I don't know why.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just-
understand it
definitely
either.
noticed
I think
since
it's just the
moving here,
culture,
yeah.
just years before us, just ruined that for us. But
Yeah.
here we are. We can change that culture. So
Yep.
just got to deal with it.
Like Ari, that
Ari?
pin. The
Oh,
ref called a
yes.
pin right when her shoulder. He said, and it wasn't even all the way on the mat.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That
It's-
should never happen.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.